Good morning, guys. Hello. Good morning. Don't know when you're seeing this, but whenever it is, I can guarantee you are meant to see it. Right now, for me, it is the morning time. I'm fully connected. I'm feeling good. Before I begin, I do want to let you know how I channel. I get my messages directly from my higher self. That is the only place that I get my messages from. So by you being here, your higher self is in communication with my higher self in order to bring forth messages. In other words, everything I'm getting ready to tell you are things that you already know on a very deep level. I'm simply here to provide you encouragement, support, and clarity. Okay, so as our higher selves likes to say, let's chat. Okay, I do invite you to take a deep breath in with me. All right. Okay, so let's see where we are starting off with. Interesting. Okay, the left side to me is feminine, the right side is masculine. But as of late, this is actually interesting I'm even saying this, because as of lately, I've been confusing the two. And so that to me means balance. We're bringing balance into the picture. We're understanding that we have both feminine and masculine energy within us. And these energies can be either or at any time. Okay, this is important to understand. So, on our left side, on our feminine side, we have 4 of growth. This is about your vision. This is also about manifestation. So, either something has manifested or is about to manifest. Moving into the 9 being in growth, I feel like it has not manifested yet. Something is on the verge of manifesting. A huge breakthrough. 9 is the energies of having been through chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here I am at chapter 9. I'm stronger, smarter, faster than I've ever been. I see things I didn't see before. I'm ready for this. I can do this. I'm prepared for this. That's the energies of 9. It's also coming out in growth. Spades to me is growth, expansion, finding new ways. Being that these are both coming out in growth, there's such an energy of like, I'm excited. I'm like, I'm overwhelmed with like, I feel like I just want to be like, wow, I did not see things happening like that. Or like, I can't believe that that's how it ended up being. Or like that type of energy is what I feel. So I think there's a manifestation on the surface that's getting ready to There's a manifestation that's getting ready to surface. Interesting, because I said on the surface. So I want to let you know that keep in mind your thoughts are going to dictate how fast this manifestation surfaces. The hardest part of whatever goal you're trying to accomplish is already done, right? Like, if you want a house, the house is already built. That's the hardest part. If you want a new car, the car is already built. That's the hardest part. Let's say you want to be a musician. Well, musicians before us have already paved the way. So that's the hardest part. So the hardest part of whatever the manifestation is over. All you got to do is come into alignment with experiencing it. And I feel like you are. Let's leave it there and dive in. Oh my gosh. Okay, wonderful. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, something is turning now. The beauty about the High Priestess is that this is also about, it's bigger. It's bigger than just this manifestation or this goal that you're trying to accomplish. Life is bigger than that, right? This is about you becoming the best version of yourself and experiencing whatever lifestyle you want to experience along the way. Oh, it's 909. That's going to be significant for somebody. It's going to be significant. Look it up, because you got that 9 energy, and I was drawn to show that. So look up 909. There's a message there for you. There's something about a manifestation that's going to be really, really good. It's going to help you to expand. But there is divine timing at play here, and there are things that you don't know. Your job right now is to believe in your magic. That is imperative. You have to believe in your magic. That's that high priestess energy. You're birthing something right now. Your thoughts are contributing to making sure that you're aligning to this next step. So keep your thoughts in a positive place. Remember, the hardest part's already done. Whatever it is that you're trying to create is coming to you. You don't have to go out and get it. All you got to do is be on the vibration for it to come to you. And this is on the feminine side, which is all about your vision, whatever that, when you close your eyes and you see your dreams, what does that look like? Oh my gosh, Knight of Swords. There's a stunt, there's a block somewhere in the masculine side, which means certain steps that haven't been taken yet. Yeah, yep, Five of Swords in reverse. You're taking them, you're getting there, you're right where you're supposed to be. At the same time, you got to be real with yourself about areas that you aren't. Now, you don't want to focus on like, oh, I should be doing this and I'm not, because that's going to put you in a vibration of lack. Remember, it's all about vibration. I feel like that's what's getting brought up here. There's this idea in your head that you have to do A, B, and C in order to get to D. And that's an old way of thinking. You are perfect. You have to allow it to come to you. The Knight of Swords is all about on its way, taking action, coming through the woods, coming in hot. Nah, you know that song? But it's coming out in reverse, which means we're waiting somewhere. We're stuck. Hold on. Things aren't quite ready. Give me a second. Which explains why we're in the 9 energy and not the 1 energy. It's like we're on the precipice of the 1, but there's something stopped. And then we have the 5 of Swords, which is all about change, significant change. Sometimes it's not always the easiest. That's also flipped in reverse, which makes me feel like there's a little bit of pullback here, like nervousness about, okay, if I open this door, what's gonna be behind it? I feel like consciously it's like, no, I know what I want, I know what I'm trying to create, but it's a whole nother ballgame when you're faced with it in the 3D, materialistic realm, right? Like, it's like, well, no, I want to have this beautiful house. But when you get a notification from your landlord that you're getting kicked out, you start freaking out. But really what's happening is you're aligning to that new house, right? And this is just metaphorically speaking. In order to get to that next step, you have to let go of everything you've known. And there's a little bit of hesitation there that I feel like you're working through. I want you to understand that you're being worked with through this, okay? That hesitation is natural. Don't allow the mind to play games on you. Let the energy flow through you. If you're a little nervous, that's okay. It's absolutely natural. Let it flow through you, though. You don't have to claim it. You don't have to make it yours. Oh, man. How beautiful. I knew they popped out for some reason. The Empress, right? Look at this. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, 2, the Empress, 3, background card, 4. Your vision just needs a little bit more nurturing, all right? There's still certain energies that are coming up within you that are coming up to be released, all right? The Empress is all about, like, she's creating this. She's birthing this. She has everything she needs. She's gaining wisdom. She's expanding on a soul level. And she's thinking carefully about what exactly it is that she wants to manifest. Now, remember, when I say she, it doesn't matter if you're a he or a she. You have both energies that reside within you. The she within you is your vision. The masculine is the one that takes the steps to create the vision. But the vision itself starts in the energy realm, in the thought, in the mind, in the visualization, and that is your feminine. And 6 of Cups, new growth. Okay. So you are not behind on anything. And I feel like I'm making it a point to tell you that. I'm not sure if these thoughts kind of creep up sometimes where you're like, I need to be doing this more, I need to be doing that more. Make sure you're walking a balance beam with that. Because you don't want to be in that frequency where it's like, oh, I'm not where I need to be. Stay out of that frequency. You want to be smart. You want to look at what your daily routines and habits are, what your decisions are. You want to make sure that you're energizing whatever your vision is. Absolutely. And every action has to be supportive of that if you plan on creating it. And the problem is we've been programmed, right? So this is a deprogramming and reprogramming process so that the actions that are necessary to get to where you're trying to go come easy. That process is a healing process. All right, so be easy on yourself, be kind to yourself, and understand that there is bigger things going on. I feel like I'm being told to look at the bigger picture, okay? My eyes just got drawn over to my little globe right here, okay? Look at the bigger picture. Especially with manifestation, when you plan on manifesting things, it always affects other people. So relax, be in the moment. Also with this Six of Cups, be present, be here, be in the moment, be light with yourself. Sometimes you don't always have to be moving and running and going, and that's kind of also what I'm picking up from the Knight of Swords being in reverse. I don't necessarily feel like this is a bad thing. I feel like it's actually you thinking, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta prove myself, I gotta go get what I'm looking for. And that, the reason you feel that way is because we've been programmed to do things that way. And this is about breaking that old program and realizing that whatever you're trying to create is your birthright. It's your birthright. Hop off the vibration of I have to go do it and get on to the vibration of it's already done and it's mine because it's my birthright. That in itself is a healing process. It's going to take time, but you're doing it. I'm acknowledging you, and I'm letting you know that whatever your goal is absolutely on its way in form to you. Stay on a high vibration right now. That Cups is emotional. 6 is moving into balance. You know, you're going to have the ups and downs sometimes, and that's okay though. Ride the wave. Ride the wave and love the ride. Look at that. A time to give rather than take. Coming out in reverse, huh? Okay, so a time to give rather than take, coming out in reverse means it's a time to take, but I don't feel take. I feel like take is not the right energy. Receive. Receive is the right energy. It's time for you to receive, okay? You have to be on that vibration in order for the manifestation to surface. You cannot be in the vibration where you're like, oh, I have to do this, that, or this. That is really important. That's really coming up in this read. I feel like I would advise, if it feels right, to take a deep breath. Call your guidance system in and just hand it over. And then be in the moment. Go to your favorite cafe and get a coffee. Go down to the Wawa, grab your favorite candy bar, and find the magic in eating that candy bar. There are people that can't eat, right? I watched my father deteriorate. I remember when he could no longer eat. Meals meant a little bit more to me after that. I started realizing, oh my God, I've been programmed to look at everything else that doesn't matter. And the things that do matter, I pass over every day. Right? So bring it back to the moment of the experience. Be here in the experience because that is the vibration you have to be on. 919. That is the vibration you have to be on in order to receive. Okay? Which it is time to receive. That's why I keep getting drawn to the time. And 9s and 1s. It's time to receive, baby. Oh my God. I feel like so excited, guys. I feel like an overwhelming, like, you know, when like something happens, like a miracle, and you're just like overwhelmed with gratitude. and you just want to like break down and start crying because you're so happy and you're just so in disbelief. And it's so like, you know, I knew I could do this, and I knew the universe loved me, and you know, it's just that point of credibility that you are worthy, right? And it's just like, I feel this overwhelming like sense of like, you are going to be so flabbergasted at what is coming your way. Oh my gosh, guys, prosperity lies ahead. It's interesting because they're both in a new moon. New moon in Virgo and new moon in Taurus. Okay. The reason this is coming out in reverse is, again, you can't see it yet, but the energy is on the table, and that's what you're being told. Okay, the energy is here. Everything starts in the etheric realm first. Everything is created in the energy realm first, through your thoughts. That's your feminine side. Your thoughts, your ideas, what it is you want to create, the preparation, the blueprint. That's where it's really actually created. And then in order to bring it into form, you just have to match the vibration. But it's actually created through your thoughts, through your feminine side. But then your masculine side has to take the appropriate steps to make sure that you're in the right vibration. Okay? So this prosperity lies ahead coming out in reverse. Okay, you have to, the prosperity's here. Yeah, my higher self is saying, the prosperity is here. That's what I'm saying. You have to see it as if it's already done, okay? Put yourself on that vibration 18 seconds, 2 or 3 times a day. 18 seconds, 2 or 3 times a day. If you're having any issues with finances, abundance, anything of that form, I want you to just close your eyes and see yourself with a $10,000 check. Right? See yourself with a $100,000 check. Now, we don't need to be crazy and wild. Now, we do live on a ball floating in space, so you can do whatever you want. I'm not saying don't be crazy and wild, because I would never limit. But, you know, what do you need to get to the next step? Be clear about that. Write it down on paper. Okay, well, if I wanted this, I wanted that, I wanted this, well, then you know, okay, 10,000. 10,000 a month would be a really big help. That would really help me to manifest my next step, to be able to co-create my next step. That would really give me a little bit of ease in the chest, right? So see yourself cashing a $10,000 check and hold that feeling and that vision together for 18 seconds twice a day. You're going to put yourself on that vibration. This is the work that your masculine side has to do right now. It's not about getting up, posting the video, doing this, doing that, doing that. It's about putting yourself there energetically. What does your masculine need to do right now? He needs to see you there ahead of time. You have to actually sit down on the couch, close your eyes, and see yourself there. That's the masculine side. Okay? That's why this is coming out in reverse. It's not that it lies ahead. It's here. It's already here. You got to receive. You have to be on a platform to receive. Guys, this is really big. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm so excited. What are you receiving? All right, let's find out. What are we receiving? Freedom. We are receiving freedom. There's that 6 of Cups energy again. I gotta tell you, I actually feel like this goes over here. I thought that earlier, but so what are you receiving? 10 of Wands in reverse. Freedom. You've now let go of everything. You've balanced your karma. You're waking up to the realization that life is much bigger than what we've been taught. You're waking up to the realization of how energy works, how to heal, how to move energy, how to create a lifestyle that works for you. You're waking up to all of this now. All right, and so there's freedom in that. There's freedom in understanding that you can pick the belief structure that you have, and it needs to serve you. All right, when my father crossed back over, the idea of heaven and hell did not serve me. And that was my beginning of, I need to find something else to believe. And I started checking in with myself, and I created a new belief structure for myself. So this is freedom. What's happening is freedom. There's going to be a few things that are put into place for you materialistically. Like things that you can't deny and things that are going to give credibility for your work. All right? And they're going to assist you in the completion of the creation you're trying to create. Okay? These manifestations. It's going to be an opportunity, a person, a place, an area, something. Something is going to surface, and it's going to help you considerably to move from this 9 to this 1. But it's going to be a process, and that's why this is coming out with the 6 of Cups again. It is going to be a process, right? Listen, if we're in the same consciousness and then boom, something happens. I don't know why I keep going back to money. Fit it how it fits to you. I'm just talking about the energy of abundance. So fit it how it fits to you. But I feel like if you're in one consciousness and then boom, you have all this abundance, but you haven't expanded in consciousness. Like if you're in the same consciousness and you have a lower amount of abundance, and then boom, you get hit with a lot of abundance, but you're in the same consciousness, you're not going to be there to experience the expansion of abundance. You're probably going to blow the money. We see people do that all the time. You're going to make a mistake somehow. You're going to spend it in areas you shouldn't. You're going to have people walking all over you because you haven't instilled healthy boundaries. This is the importance of taking yourself to another consciousness. Your abundance will always match the relationship you have with yourself. When you're on a frequency where you're like, and I almost said finally, because for me, I felt like it took years, but at the same time, I feel very blessed to be out of the money program at this point in time. I know that in order to get to my next step, I need to be on a frequency. I know 18 seconds a day, a couple times a day, see myself, put it there, and I can manipulate the energy. I've manifested my whole life. I have figured this out now. There's a part of me that's like, I'm so excited for everybody else to figure this out. Why? Because it comes with the energy of freedom. All right? But you're not actually going to be free if you're in the same consciousness. So there's a process going on here. You're being deprogrammed. I feel like I'm thirsty. I feel like a drought. I feel like I'm in a drought right now. Okay, not right now. Okay, I'm drinking water, but I've been in a drought. I know what a drought feels like. That's what I feel right now. This is what I'm being told. So this has been a process for you. You've been doing this for quite some time. But that's why we're in the 6 energy here. We're not in the 5, we're in the 6. This is coming out of confusion, coming out of chaos, coming out of change, moving into balance, moving into, oh, okay, now I get it. All right. And this process is extremely important because when this manifestation surfaces for you, you need to be capable and ready to handle this. You have to know how to say yes when it works and how to say no when it doesn't, right? You have to be able to move around in this new abundance for yourself without getting caught up. I feel like you've been cutting yourself loose from a lot of shit lately. And there is no going back now. And so I feel like what I'm acknowledging actually is the process that you've been through. I feel like what I'm talking about is a process that you've been enduring or are enduring, have endured. And you're finally at a spot where you're like, okay, all right, I'm getting there. I'm starting to see how this works. And this is really, really important in order for you to excel when this 9 energy becomes a 1 energy, okay? All right, let's just clarify and then we'll close out the reading. Shadow self, interesting. Self-worth. Right, okay, so your manifestations are tied into you. We know that, right? Everything is energy and form. Shadow self being in reverse. Interesting. I feel like you've been hidden in the shadows. You've been doing a lot of this work on your own. You've had this vision you've been holding. And you haven't really told anybody about it. Like you have, but not like the world. It's like your group of people. I feel, it's interesting. I feel like you're gonna change the world, but the world doesn't know it yet. It's like your group of people. And you're healing yourself so that you can get to that spot. You're healing yourself so that you can claim what is naturally your birthright. Shadow self coming out in reverse to me makes me feel like you've been doing this kind of behind scenes for a while, and that's going to be changing soon. That's going to be changing soon. You're going to be coming out. Whatever does not work for you is coming out. All right? Be real with yourself. If it doesn't work, let it go. The universe is going to shift it out of your reality. Just let it go. All right? What's being done in the backgrounds is going to be coming to the forefront. In this particular case, though, I feel good. I feel really good about this. I feel like, all right, are we ready? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, curtains open. That's how I feel. Showtime. This is really big. Showtime. The only reason the curtains haven't opened yet is because you've been having to clear some old energies about, am I going to be accepted? Am I going to be received? Or am I going to be rejected? That's that self-worth in reverse. You had to realize they're going to receive you if you receive yourself. They're going to reject you if you reject yourself. It's always a relationship with yourself that it's going to dictate. Coming out in reverse, though, makes me feel like think about it. Both of these are coming out in reverse. I feel like we're at a pinnacle. We are at a turning point. Pivot time. Like, you're done being in the shadows. You're done feeling like you're not worthy. You're doing the work, and you're aligning yourself to something. You are aligning yourself to something. Let's get a final card. Let's get a balance card. Spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening. That is so funny. And it did come out in reverse. So let me see. Let me clarify it. Spiritual awakening. Right now. Yeah, right now. Queen of Growth. Your vision is coming to life, baby. Your vision is coming to life. Ace of Growth on the bottom. Look at all this growth. You have some serious expansion happening here. Spiritual awakening's coming out in reverse because it's happening right now. It's currently shifting. Okay, it's also coming out in reverse because I think there's so many things that are happening that you're not even aware of. Okay, that's why it's coming out in reverse. There are a lot of things that are happening that you're not aware of. Things that are clearing out, things that are being altered on an energy platform. Your guidance system is kind of running with you right this second. There are things that you don't even know. Everything is very divinely guided, so that's why it's coming out in reverse, is there are things that you don't know that are happening. It's just like your body is being upgraded significantly. Everything's being upgraded. This is incredible, guys. This reading is just like the energies are, wow. Everything's being upgraded. I feel like the body's being upgraded. The thought processes are being upgraded. Ways of doing things are being upgraded. Connections are being upgraded. The energies around you, the energies in your reality, and the body, like I keep going back to the body on a cellular level is being upgraded. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Now, coming out in reverse could mean that the process is stunted, but I think it depends on how you read it, right? And that's the beauty of free will. And the law of free will says that you can see it how you want to see it. So to me, coming out in reverse, you know, the question becomes, The idea of your spiritual growth being stunted, does that feel good? No. So why not play with perspective and pick another way of viewing the card? So when I play with perspective and dive back in, my higher self, first of all, is like, good girl for me. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what I'm being told to bring up right here, okay? You are in control of this. You are in control of how things unfold, but you have to put yourself on a frequency ahead of time. You have to see it happening. You have to play with perspectives. When things surface in your reality that are not pleasant, play with perspective. Maybe I'm clearing something out. Maybe I'm serving a karma. Maybe I actually need to experience this so that when I'm up, I'm grateful for being up. Because now I know what it feels like to be down. Okay, so there's certain things that you're going to have to play with perspective. Yeah, but the main reason this is in reverse is because there's things that you don't know. There's things going on energetically that you don't know. Continue asking your guidance system for guidance. If you're unaware of the universal law of free will, this is a law that states that you can energize whatever you choose to energize, but you have to make the agreement to work with it. So whatever the universe looks like to you, your guidance system, for me, it's my higher self, my guidance system. Every morning I wake up, I ask for protection and guidance. I don't want to do this down here. I'm navigating in the woods. I can barely see a mile ahead of me. I need that bird's eye view. When I started doing spiritual work and realizing that I had the option of saying, hey, guidance system, align me to the highest timeline possible and guide me, right, intuitively, oh my God, my whole life changed. My whole entire life changed. I feel like that's what's being brought up here right this second. You know, there are things going on that you don't know, and you're going to help to speed the process up by saying, hey, align me to the highest timeline. You know, I want abundance and joy and health and prosperity. When you make that demand, the universe has to transpire in that direction for you. That is the universal law of free will. Right? You don't have to energize what you don't want to energize. We are on a ball floating in space. I can't tell you how many times I've had $20 in my account. And I would catch myself being like, oh my God, I only have $20. And it's like, I can't be on that frequency. I'm on a ball floating in space. I'm fucking abundant. I don't care if I have $20 in my account. I'm a millionaire, and that's the frequency I'm going to stay on. It doesn't matter what's happening outside of me. What's happening inside of me is my responsibility, and I can do and create and experience whatever I want. You have to have that mentality. And yes, it took me 6 years of immense healing to get to that spot, but I'm there, and you're there. This is what you're going through right now, okay? But you are aiding your vision. You are telling the universe, this is what I want. Without a doubt, undoubtedly, I'm coming after my dreams. I know what my niche is. I know what makes me feel good. I know the kind of lifestyle that I want to create. I know I'm going to have to undo this one a little bit in order to create what I want, but fine. I'm done living in the shadows. I don't want to do that anymore. I know what I'm capable of. I know what my gifts are. Right? So pull it all in. Allow the universe to guide you. Allow the universe to support you on this. Remember, there are things going on that you don't even know. So just ask for guidance. Ask your system to align you. You know, hey, I want to be aligned to the highest timeline possible. What is the best timeline that I could be aligned to? Align me to it now. Boom. Right? You demand it. You decree it. But you're also not a D-bag about it, right? Like, you're in gratitude about it, but you're demanding it, and that's balance. You know, you can say, I know that this is what I deserve, with love. You can say, I'm not going to take less than that, with love. That's okay. That's the whole name of the game, is learning how to do that. I mean, how many lifetimes have we all had that it's like, shh, don't speak your truth. You know? I mean, these are things that I'm even working through currently. You know? Being able to step out, and that's probably why I'm perceiving the reading the way that I am. So I'm going to go back and read rewatch this for myself. But I hope that this helped you guys. I really feel this beautiful energy of a manifestation surfacing very quickly. It's just a matter of nothing being set in stone yet. Okay, so you have to be on that frequency. You have to claim it. You have to want it. You have to claim it. You have to decree it. You have to tell the universe, this is what I want. You have to put yourself on the frequency ahead of time. 18 seconds a day, 2 or 3 times a day. Feel and see yourself receiving that $10,000 check. All right? And then come back to me and let me know about what wild, crazy way you received abundance, how things transpired, how things happened, okay? And be easy on yourself, because there are things going on that you're unaware of, all right? All you can do is just navigate one foot in front of the other right this second and be here for the experience. Like I said, go get that candy bar. Get yourself some flowers. Smell the flowers. Put them right on the kitchen table, okay? Be light with yourself. And remember, you're here for the experience. Before I wrap this up, I do want to let you know I am a spiritual... Oh my gosh, guys. I split the deck and it's victory. Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. And then the other bottom is go outdoors, right? So this is about being light with yourself. That's right. Putting yourself on the frequency as if it's already been done. All right. So I do want to let you know I'm a spiritual development coach. If you're interested in finding out more, I'll put my website below. Look at that, spiritual understanding. The way that I keep things up and running and the way that I do my work is through donations. I know that I've been in circumstances in life where I have not had access to the funds because of the frequency that I was on, and that was fine. I was running through things, but I would have hoped and have encountered some beautiful souls that have assisted me regardless of payment, simply because they believe in this work. And so I keep myself running off of donations. So I will leave the link below if you are interested. I pray that those donations come back to you in trifold. And I see you, I hear you. I certainly appreciate you. And just one last card before we go. Patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. That's a great card to come out, because you're just like, okay. It's a beautiful thing, guys. That's why everything's coming out in growth. It's growing. All right, it takes time. It just takes time. I do have to point out, bottom of the deck is gifts from God. Again, Archangel Sandalphon. That's funny. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for loving and supporting me while I love and support you. And I will see you later this week for your next reading. I'm curious to see what's going on here. I'm like, who's manifesting what? Oh my God. Don't forget to check out those timestamps that came in earlier if it resonated. 9:09 and 9:19. So many blessings along your journey. I love you.